folks, back again with another exciting installment of Minimalist Monday. And as I told you in the last segment that you guys saw, this week we're going to be going camping. And as you can see here, I finally got the opportunity to set up my ZPacks Triplex tent. And I've used this tent a fair amount already, and I already knew that I really liked this tent. And from a standpoint of the drive of this entire series, which is to refine my kit so that it's better set up for my wife and I both versus just the one-person kit that it currently is, this was already one of the pieces of gear that I had that I think I had already done a really good job. When I got the Triplex tent, I was still just one man, but I was looking for something that would be really great for backpacking, which this thing is. I mean, when it's all packed up, I mean, obviously it's set up here, but when it's all packed up, it's, you know, like a jumbo football or something. It packs into a bag very easily. It's incredibly light. I don't know, ounces, maybe a little over a pound. It's far lighter than your average tent, and this one actually can sleep 3 people. Right now, we actually have a queen-size mattress in here, and that's one of the main problems that I've encountered, which is when you're car camping with a tent like this, it's very clearly designed for minimalist use, and this is obviously no fault on ZPack in any way, because this is really more just I was ill-prepared. And I already had done a segment on bedding, and you guys saw my Nemo mattress, but I don't have another one for my wife. And so here we're using just a standard inflatable air mattress, which is 10 inches. And the main problem we've run into is, unlike a traditional mattress or a traditional tent, you have fairly low headspace here. So, you know, once you take up 10 inches of space off the bottom, my wife and I both still being fairly small, there just really is not much room in there to sit up or do much of anything in there other than sleep. That being said, when we got here, it was pouring down rain from the second we got here till, you know, about 9 o'clock at night. We got here around 3. It just rained incessantly, and so we set this up in the rain, and it was bone dry in there from the time it was set up all the way through the night. Never any condensation, nothing. So really impressed with the tent overall in terms of its performance. We're on a little bit of a rocky terrain here, so we of course had to put down a ground tarp, also a ZPacks tarp that was designed for the Triplex tent. So yeah, it's a really great tent. I've been really impressed with it. I don't see any need to modify this setup, but my wife and I can sleep comfortably in here with a 10-inch air mattress. I know once I get the right bedding material in there, it's going to suit me just fine. So I think as far as getting this piece of gear refined, I don't think too much more needs to be done other than getting the appropriate bedding for inside. But very impressed with it, and can't speak highly enough about this tent. It's served me really well and has always kept me bone dry no matter what. So really good tent. That about sums it up for the ZPack Triplex tent. Next week I actually think I'm going to dive into my lighting and lantern situation there and kind of share some thoughts on that area of topic, because I know there's a lot of different schools of thought. Some guys like these ultra bright lights, and I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily fall into that camp, but we'll get into that next week. So thanks for stopping by, and look forward to seeing you guys there. Have a great week. Take care.